Greetings everyone and welcome back. This is Marco and today we're taking a look at the Yashica 28mm 2.8 DSB. This is one of the 3 Yashica lenses that I bought last winter along the 135 and 50mm, and it is the most humble of the trio, being part of the single-coated basic DSB line. Yet it doesn't fall behind its sisters. In fact, I would argue that it is a bit better than the 135mm. But first, let us take a closer look. The body is made of metal and it weighs 220 grams. It is 40mm long when focused to infinity and 44 when extended, with a 52mm front thread. The Aries has 6 blades, the aperture is clicked and goes from f2.8 to f16. Focusing ring is textured and it turns 180 degrees, and minimum focusing distance is 30 centimeters. Contax Yashica flange distance is 45.5mm. Sharpness is good, wide open, and it gets even better by stopping down a bit. Background blur is not the softest, but it's not distracting either. Chromatic aberration did show up in some really high contrast areas when shooting wide open, but I only noticed it because I was actively looking for it. The DSB single coating still handles flaring quite well, and I haven't had any issues with ghosting and loss of contrast, even shooting towards the sun. And now, let me show you some samples. I also did a quick test comparing the Yashica to the Canon FD 28mm 2.8. They are quite similar in size, weight and the rendering of colors, but the Canon is noticeably sharper, brighter and ever so slightly wider. After testing the 135mm ML, I wasn't expecting much from the 28 considering it is part of the basic DSB line, but it turns out it is actually better than the 135. Sure, when you compare it to the Canon FD, you can see it's not the greatest, but it's not bad either, and when I look at the samples I shot, I am pleased, satisfied by the results. If I didn't have the Canon, I would be perfectly fine using the Yashica in, well, any situation, to be honest. At the time of this review, I am already working on the review of the 50mm 1.7 that will conclude our little excursus in the Yashica world. But meanwhile, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!